Shalom, y'all. Welcome to MemeVersity. We don't discriminate. Everyone's a target. Many thanks to Black Yoda for the inspiration behind the meme I'm using for this tutorial. It's like I tell people, I have no imagination. I just click buttons. We're going to go over the very basics of putting together the simplest type of meme, sticking someone's head on top of another person's body. Screenshot this outline if you want, but it's also on Google Drive, along with all the files for this project. Follow along with this outline, take notes if you need to, and let's begin. I'm gonna make you a star. If you need to know more about keyframes, check out this tutorial from TJ Free. He really knows his stuff. I think he has a great channel. Check him out. Okay, so we're gonna recreate this meme I made with Olive Video Editor. If you get lost at any point, you can always click on Help! Look back at your outline. The process is really very simple. Import, do your thing, and export. That's it. So let me just show you what you're going to do before we start from scratch. First, you will import your files. Once you do that, you'll see them in this window called the project pane. This drop-down menu shows you all the windows that are being shown and what they're called. Play around with it later when you have time. I have my windows set up where I want them, so it works for me. You can view the finished meme in the sequence viewer. Let's take a look at what we have. Alright, let me pause it for now. Once you have finished doing your thing, you will export your meme to turn it into an MP4, which you can then upload to whatever platform you've chosen. Just pay attention to the file size limits and the time needed for uploading. I used to upload to my BitChute channel all the time, but it was taking way too long, so I switched to Odyssey. Just keep that in mind. You're going to need time for the video to upload. When you click on File Export, you'll see this grotesque menu pop up, but not to worry. The only setting you need to worry about right now is quality. Set this to 17 and then click Export. Depending on the length of your video and the speed of your computer, this could take a few minutes or a few hours. I'm going to go ahead and click Cancel because I already exported it. But now we're ready to start all over from scratch. Don't panic just yet. I want to show you the basics of keyframing first, so you get the idea of how it works. Remember, the pictures and video files for this meme are available on Google Drive, or you can do a search and find the files that you need. Starting from scratch, once you have imported the files that you need, you can click and drag them to the timeline. You will see that the video and audio clips are in separate areas. You don't really need to worry about that much, but just know that the video will be on top and the audio will be on the bottom. Any pictures you add will be on the top with the video clips. Now that I have dragged my picture to the timeline, I can make it however long I want. Yes, it is just a picture, but I'm basically making a video. A very boring, simple video. It's just a picture of a beach ball. Now I'm going to resize it so I can actually see it move around, because right now it's taking up the whole screen. In the effects pane, I can set the position, the size, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright, you ready for the magic? See those buttons next to the settings? Right now they're just mystery buttons, but watch what happens when I click the mystery button next to the position setting. I have now entered the fourth dimension. Where's my echo? Oh, never mind. Okay, see the little diamond thingy? That is the computer saying at this point in time, this is the position where the picture will be. Then, if I keep playing the video, nothing happens. What's going on here? Oh, I know. I didn't tell the computer where to move the beach ball to. So with the video paused, I can change the position of the object and it will automatically record a new diamond thingy. Those little diamond thingies are what's called keyframes. They live in the fourth dimension. Sorry, I'll stop. The basic takeaway is that with the video, you not only have 3 dimensions like you do with the picture, but you now have the 4th dimension to play around with, which is time. If you want to change other settings, such as the scale of the image that you're working with, you can do that too. If you want to line up the settings with each other, try using those little arrow buttons to go to the next keyframe or the previous keyframe. That way your keyframes for different settings are lined up with each other. If you ever need to delete a keyframe, just click on the keyframe, then click delete on your keyboard. Okay, so let's see if we can predict what's going to happen. At the start of the video, the beach ball is in the middle of the screen and it's scaled down to, what does that say? Oh my, it's so tiny I can't read that. It's less than 100. Yeah, okay. Then the beach ball moves and the scale changes. I still can't read that, but I know it's more than 100%. And finally, it moves once more and the scale changes again. Notice that we didn't have to tell the computer how to move our beach ball. The computer just interpreted its motion from the numbers that we gave it. If you're feeling froggy, go ahead and try the graph editor. It's not as hard as it looks. Or you can just give the computer a few keyframes and let it calculate the motion of your picture for you. So did we predict correctly? Hey, looks pretty good. Give yourself a gold star. You're now an expert amateur memer. You are now ready to practice keyframing until 3 a.m. Okay, so I want to show you one more thing. You see at the start of the race, the runner goes behind the building. Okay, so I want to make Fauci's head disappear while she's behind the building because that would be kind of weird, right? A floating head with no body. So this first picture of Fauci's head, it's going to play for some time and then it's going to end. I've already keyframed the heck out of it to keep it on top of the runner's head. I know the cameraman is trying to keep her in the very center of the shot, but it's not perfect, right? So that's all I really did, was make sure Fauci's head is always covering the runner's head. Then I clicked and dragged the image of Fauci's head from the project pane to the timeline again, but you'll notice there's a gap in the timeline before the start of the second picture. So this is what the computer is seeing. It basically works like layers in Photoshop. Think about it like you're looking down from above. In that gap between the two pictures, all the computer sees is the video of the runners. The last thing before I go, you'll notice if I expand this window here, there's a bunch of keyframes just on this one picture. So check it out. I don't have a fancy water-cooled $5,000 gaming computer. It's just a basic desktop computer. So no, I'm not hacking into the NASA mainframes or anything. I'm not crashing satellites or anything like that. It's super simple making memes. If you want to get creative, hey, drop me a line. I have no imagination, but I can click buttons. Shalom and happy meming!